Good morning, everyone. Warm welcome from Indian Institute of Information Technology, Nagpur, Institute Innovation Council, which is acting under Ministry of Education. Today, we have with us our speaker, Dr. Amul Murankar. Dr. Amul Murankar obtained PhD in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Vishwesvaraya National Institute of Technology, Nagpur, and post-graduation ME Electronics and Computer Technology from SGGS Institute of Engineering and Technology, Nanded, Maharashtra. His area of research includes micro electromechanical systems, MEMS, 3D CAD and printing and business and financial management. He has total 21 years of experience that includes 12 years and 9 years of industrial and teaching experience respectively, and has worked in responsible positions. He has published many papers in peer-reviewed international journals and conferences of repute. He also holds an Indian patent on MEMS resonator. He has delivered many lectures in FDP, STTP workshop conferences in the area of micro electromechanical systems and entrepreneurship. I, on behalf of Triple IT Nagpur, welcome you, sir, on this platform. And I now request Dr. Amul Murankar, sir, to take over from here. Sir.
Thank you, Parul sir, for this nice introduction. And sorry for this technical issues. So let us start this session. The session is based on entrepreneurship, opportunities, and challenges. So, in summary, today I will talk about why entrepreneurship is required, and especially when we are all in this country, India, which has a lot of population, 150 crores of population. So therefore, we'll talk about why entrepreneurship is very much necessary for personal also, as well as for the country as well. Then the motivation, why should we take entrepreneurship? So I will talk about few points which will motivate you to take up entrepreneurship. What are the different opportunities that are available in India as well as in the international world? I will also talk about what are the different innovations and inventions that can be used so that you can launch your product, you can launch your you can have your own process of manufacturing, or you can have your own services. And then finally, we'll talk about the challenges that every entrepreneur has to face in the journey of setting up ICON. And next thing, my presentation is based on the basic concepts, as nobody of us are entrepreneurs here. Nobody has started any industry, and or whether it is a private limited or whether it is a public limited, whether it is in the incubation phase or whether it has reached some 10 crore, 100 crore, 1000 crore revenue. So the basic points that are required to understand before starting up or before taking up the journey of entrepreneurship. So my focus is on the basic concepts of that. So the most important point, and I also request all the participants that if you have any questions, you can ask at any moment of time. So why entrepreneurship? The most important question is why. And the first thing is it is more challenging. Now, why it is more challenging is because now if you go and join any company as an employee, whether it is an Intel, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, or any other Qualcomm or any other company. So you will be asked, you will be placed in a particular department, whether you are in the R&D department, whether you are into the manufacturing department, or whether you are into the testing department, or you are in the marketing department. So your focus will be only completing the job that is being assigned to you. The company has a set process how to complete the task that has been given to you. And there is not much thing to do into that. You have to just execute the task that has been assigned to you, either for monthly or yearly or daily basis. But in case of entrepreneurship, the entrepreneur is has to perform all the tasks that is required in his company. Like, he has to set the vision and mission for his company. He has to identify the product for his company. He has to identify the methodology to develop product for his company. He has to manage time for himself. He has to manage time for the entrepreneurs. So he has to also be a manager. He has to be an administrator. He has to also keep track of finance. He has to keep track of marketing. He has to keep track of sales. He has to go and meet customers, understand their problems, provide them the solution, incorporate those solutions into his products. So the entire process, the complete process, right from administration to R&D to marketing and sales, initially has to be done by an entrepreneur. So the 360-degree view of complete company or the complete organization depends upon the entrepreneur. So the entrepreneur can be a single person or can be a team of 2-3 person. So all this team of 2-3 person or a single person has to manage all the activities. So in that sense, it is more challenging. So if anybody would like to take up this challenge and not to go for the monotonous job, that definitely entrepreneurship is for him. Second most important thing is the money or the asset. Now, the first and the most important thing is that business is not about money. Business is not about money. So like people say that we will make lot of money only if we are into the business and we will not make money if we are doing a job. So that is a totally wrong concept. You can also earn significant amount of money whenever you are doing job also. So what you require is you have to work hard. You have to have a proper financial management. So the point that I want to make is that entrepreneurship is not about money. Definitely, you are going to earn money in entrepreneurship, but that is not the only way of earning money or earning lot of money. So that point I want to make it here very clear. Next is value addition. So now whenever you want to become an entrepreneur, you will be having your own product, you will be having your own services, you will be offering your own services. So though that product or that services has to add some value to the customer. So if the customer sees value into your product, sees value into your services, he will be paying you, he will be able to pay you enough money, and it will also generate a lot of business for you. So for example, like we go for Apple mobile phone. So why we go for Apple mobile phone? When similar features, you can get it with another mobile phone also at a almost 50% reduced cost. But why we go for Apple is because there is some value addition. You get good quality devices, you get quality mobile phones. So that kind of value addition you want to make whenever you want to become an entrepreneur. So if you are able to do this, so you are going to add some value to the customer, then this is only possible through entrepreneurship. Definitely, you can add value to the customer whenever you are into the job also. But then the issue is that whatever value you have been proposed, it has to go down to the top management, and the top management has to accept whatever you have suggested. So it takes a lot of time for that. But in case of your own company, you can do this within 1 or 2 days. You can decide and you can plan for it. Second thing is society benefits. Now, what are the benefits for the society whenever you become an entrepreneur? So the first and the foremost important thing is that whenever we talk about our country, India, we have more than 130 crore of population. Now, if you want to provide an employment for such a large 130 crore of population, it is very difficult. Like, we cannot depend only on Tatas, Birlas, and Mahindra and Ambanis that they will generate employment for you, or will not only depend upon Intel and Google and Amazon that they will innovate, they will do something and provide job for Indians. So that is a very conservative thought. So basically, we ourselves has to do something. So there is one very good a line which is always said about our country, India, is that we don't require 1,000 companies which have 10,000 crore turnover, but we required 10,000 companies which have 100 crore turnover. So the point is that whenever we need lot of companies in India, which may not be a very good turnover, maybe 10,000 crore or 20,000 crore. Even if we have a companies with turnovers of 50 or 100 crore, these small companies are actually more uh, these companies are more efficient as compared to bigger companies. So this is a general statement. It is not, it may not be applicable for everyone, but in general, it is seen, it is observed that the smaller companies are able to make more, are able to generate good amount of employment for the all those students or all those peoples in this country. So society, what you can offer to the society is the employability to the new generation. Second thing, obviously, if you are an entrepreneur, you are providing some services product. So definitely you are going to pay GST, you are going to pay taxes, property taxes, and all those taxes that are required to be paid to the government. So government in return also gets money from you in terms of taxes. You also provide employability to the uh, to the students. At the same time, there is also a corporate social responsibility for all those companies, wherein uh, they have to donate some money for social cause, for setting up a hospital, or for educational institutes, schools, colleges. So if you see, the benefits, societal benefits are very large if you become an entrepreneur. So this is how you can contribute towards society, you can contribute towards yourself, and you can become a better entrepreneur. So now why we are talking about entrepreneurship right now? Yes, you must have observed that from last 4 or 5 years, there is lot of entrepreneurship talks, incubation centers happening all over India. The reason is that we are at the best moment of time. This is the best moment of time is because these advanced technologies are transforming every aspect of our life. So this is a point where the complete industry is revolutionized. We have industry 4.0. We are talking about a lot of new technologies that are coming up. Like we have augmented reality, virtual reality, machine learning, IoT, robotics, drone technology. There are so many things are happening in this world, which are happening from last 3, 4, or 5 years. So therefore, this is a right time that you can take up you can use this opportunity and develop some kind of services, some kind of products. So because right now this industry 4.0 technologies are in the nascent stage, and you can always take up the task initially. So that is the point. So as you can also see that there is a continuous digitization is happening all over the world. We are communicating, we are processing. Now, if there was no COVID, then probably we could have this session in the classroom. But now because of COVID, we are taking these sessions online. Otherwise, very rarely the sessions used to happen online. So this is how now this is how the way we are communicating, we are interacting has changing, and digitization has happened, or we have learned to do this because of whatever reason it is. Also, there is an explosive growth of technology. You see machine learning, virtual reality, drone. So if you are not able to take up the use this opportunity at this moment of time, then you will miss the bus. We can say that then there will be a lot of you will be late, and then a lot of technology will grow, and then nothing much value addition can be done from the entrepreneur side. So then there are also other issues like data centric modern approaches to management. So not only the technology is changing, but also management practices, insurance, banking, they are now using machine learning approach to find the customer, to find out how much this customer can pay. Now you can see, if you do a Google search of, let us say, if you want to buy a four-wheeler and you search for a four-wheeler through your mobile phone, through Google, and immediately you will find that you will be starting getting the advertisements of four-wheelers from Tata, from Mahindra, from Hyundai and all. So why this is happening is because people are using lot of techniques to find out that what the customer is doing and what are the needs of the customers. So this kind of opportunities available since last 2 3 years. Otherwise, if you just look at 10 20 years back if you just go 20 years back when there were no mobile phones, or there were we didn't have such a good mobile phones, then the identification of customer, finding customer was very difficult task for everyone. Again, now whenever we want to now, since industry 4.0 technology is coming up, so there is also requirement for employability skills. So we have to adapt to new skills, like now the computer engineer is become a machine learning engineer, the mechanical engineer is becoming a robotics engineer. So a lot of new skills are required for new technologies, and therefore we also need uh, different innovation strategies. Now there are two types, like we see incremental innovations and breakthrough innovations. So right now, Industry 4.0 is giving you a very good opportunity. And since this Industry 4.0 technology are in the nascent stage, so this is the right time to enter the market and start your own business. So see, now these are the new things, these are the new technologies that are coming up, digital medicine, robotics, and then you have smart home, artificial intelligence, 5G, virtual reality, and everything, 3D printing. So that is why these are all the things that motivates us to start a business. Now let us talk about the opportunities that are available uh, so that we can become an entrepreneur. Now see, government initiatives are there, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Make in India. So for whatever reason they have, so we can use this opportunity uh, because now why government is interested. I told you, because employability is a bigger question in India. So everybody wants a job, but nobody wants to provide a job for the others. So that is why government has taken this initiative. And how government is taking this initiative, or how government can help you, is government has set up so many incubation centers all over IITs, all over NITs, triple ITs, government engineering colleges, everywhere. Now, we are talking about technology because we are engineers. So there are also opportunities in non-technical branches, non-technical management side, commerce side, and all the side. We will not talk about that because we are engineers. So we'll talk about only technology aspects. So there are so many incubation centers all over India. Even your triple IT Nagpur also has an incubation center. So these incubation centers can provide you an initial seed fund so that you can develop your prototype, you can prototype your services, you can demonstrate your product, and which can be done at a very lower cost. So, so this is how government is helping you in starting your business. Second is digital transformation is happening all. So, starting a business, searching for a product, searching for a customer, talking to the customer. So it is become so much easy. Now you can do video conferencing, you can email, you can call them, and there is no need of going somewhere else. That you need not go uh, from one place to another place if your customer is sitting there, or if you want to let us say if you want to get some suggestions from Mumbai, somebody from Mumbai or somebody from Delhi, and or somebody from New York also. So there is no need to go there. You can use all these digital technologies and use this technology so that you can actually decide, you can take some decisions and you can decide upon your product. So this has made so much possible, so much opportunities are available. Otherwise, it was very difficult to start a business. So you have data analytics. It can tell you whatever product you are trying to develop, whether it is sellable in the market, how many customers are there, how much the customers will be able to pay for this product. So all this information you can find out, or you can generate, you can using through Google. There is very less efforts are required that you go outside and talk to somebody. So you have to, this is an opportunity. So you have to use this opportunity before you start any business. So now there are so many different technologies that are there, and where you can start your business. The most important is IoT, Internet of Things. Now, whenever we talk about Internet of Things, you know that all the device, or whatever app, whatever we have devices like televisions, refrigerator, air conditioner, washing machines, uh, your four-wheeler, two-wheeler, computers, laptops, mobiles, and everything, car, everything can be connected through this Internet of Technology. And also, because of this Internet of Technology, automation is also happening at a very higher space. Now, if you look at this, and if your IoT is your area of interest, then definitely there is lot of scope for for providing some kind of product into this. So there are a lot of protocols are available through which data is transmitted, received, security is there, analysis has to be done. So you can always find out some kind of opportunity into this IoT sector, and you can develop your own product, or you can develop your own services. Like you can automate the company, or you have some kind of transmitter and receiver devices that you have fabricated. Now you can sell those devices to different companies. You can sell these devices at all your homes also, offices also, so that everything gets connected. So IoT has a lot of potential for starting new business. and as well as automation. Next is cyber security. So now when devices which will be connected through internet, your mobile phones, laptops, and then cyber security is the most important point. So designing some new kind of encryption algorithm, encryption decryption algorithms, so that your data is secured whenever you are transmitting, or whenever you have a automation system, so your data doesn't get hacked and somebody manipulates your data and changes the input output in an automation industry, and your plant has to go shut down. So for this cyber security, for all these reasons, cyber security is also important. And definitely cyber security is the most upcoming area. So you can take up this opportunity to start some business. Then now whenever we have a cyber security, we also require some cyber physical systems. So these physical systems, kind of laptops or devices that can be used in cyber security. So there is an opportunity if you look from the hardware side, there is an opportunity if you look from the software side of this. So this is one opportunity, cyber security, which you can always find out whether you can contribute in this area through some of your business model. The next is robotics. So if robotics is your passion and robotics is your area of interest, then definitely, lot of things can be done through robots. So you can take up a business where the robot does some kind of applications. It may be a household application, it may be a office application, or it may be can go into some industry. It can do some kind of weightlifting, or it can do pick and place operations. And there are enormous applications that can be done through robotics. Means, so you can also explore the area of robotics, and you can develop some business using this. So there is no need of developing robots for all the applications. You can identify one or two applications, and you can develop a robot for that. Like example is home cleaning robot. So it cleans your floor. So you can develop such kind of applications, or you can develop a robot which can look after home whenever you are not in the town, or you are somewhere for 4 or 5 days, you have gone for an holiday. So for there are so many applications which robots can do. So there is a good opportunity that you can develop some of your products using robotics. Another is drone technology. Drone technology and unmanned aerial vehicles. So you can have you can also start your business for like now the people are talking. There are a lot of applications that are coming up using drone. Like people do video shooting using drone. There are advertisement industry using drones. Right? Then there can be load carrying drones. So load carrying 1 kg, 2 kg. Now maybe Zomato is talking about 10 minutes delivery. So maybe they will use drone to deliver your food at your house. So lot of lot of things can be done using drone. Also unmanned aerial vehicles, now military purposes is there. So you can design unmanned aerial vehicles that are also called as well. So you can take up a challenge. You can take up this opportunity of developing drones. It has to do certain processing. So many things can be done using drone. So there are a lot of possibilities, a lot of opportunities that you will get in this industry 4.0 technologies. Next is 3D printing. So 3D printing is again coming up new technology where it has changed the manufacturing. It has changed the complete concept of manufacturing. Where we were making molding, then we have to mold has to be made. It has to take a lot of amount of money to make the mold, and then we used to get the products. But now using 3D printing, there is no need of molding and anything. You can directly print the whatever design you have. And now you can see the different applications where 3D printing is used. So it is going into the implant. So you can see the picture where the implants which are 3D printed are fixed into your bones. So there are so many applications that can be done through 3D printing. So if your area of interest is 3D printing, then you can definitely take up this opportunity, identify some novel area into this, and build your business. Another is artificial intelligence, data analytics. So there again, machine learning. These all are known to you, different areas, and all what you can do using artificial intelligence. You can do data analytics. You can do data analytics for hospitals. You can do data analytics for consumers. For already Amazon, Zomato, Flipkart, Oyo, all these are already doing data analytics. They know uh, what you are going to buy, when you are going to buy. So a lot of opportunities are coming up using this machine learning or artificial intelligence, data analytics for management purposes. So many things are coming up. So if software is your area of interest, then definitely you can take this opportunity and develop some kind of services or products in this area. Smart grid, if electrical engineering is your interest, then you can go for smart grid. So we have a lot of energy generations, like we have solar, we have wind energy, we have thermal power plants, and now all these has to be connected together so that the electricity goes to the factories and for different homes. So we need a smart grid. We need to monitor the grid. The grid can provide the power. It can source. It can sink the power. So lot of opportunities also available into this sector. We have electrical vehicles now. So electrical vehicles, charging, battery, fast chargers, and there are so many things which can be done using in electrical vehicles also. Speed control, autonomous cars. So lot of opportunities are available in almost every sector uh, right now, and therefore you can contribute into this. You can build your business through this. Then we have virtual reality, augmented reality. So this can be used for training purpose. This can be used for any other practical purposes as well. So metaverse is coming up. Facebook is coming with metaverse. So there are n number of opportunities are available in every sector, and this is possible, and this is available only at this moment of time. This opportunity was not available 5, 10 years ago. So this is the right time if anybody wants to start your business. Biomedical is most important. So surgeries, automated surgeries, diagnosis purpose, we require a lot of medical instruments for diagnosis. So there are so many opportunities where you can build a business. Smart factory is there. Using IoT, you can do smart factory automation, digital marketing. So then we have software as services. That is what Zomato, Oyo, all Flipkarts, they are doing. So there are so many opportunities, technologies, industry 4.0 technologies are available where you can start your business. And this is what we said, that the explosive growth of technology is happening at this moment of time. And you should leverage this opportunity at this moment of time. Otherwise, if this opportunity is gone, then it will be really very difficult to start some business, maybe after 5 or 10 years after this time. Now, Now we have seen lot of opportunities are there in technology sectors. There are different societal benefits why you should become entrepreneur. Then there are challenges why you, there are like if you want to accept challenges for yourself, then you can also become an entrepreneur. Now before that, what you can do if you want to start a new business, then what are the things that you have to do? Is innovation. The most important point is innovation. And when we talk about innovation and invention, so first of all, invention is a creation of new product or services or process. So what is invention? Is a creation of new product. Now, let us say if you have developed some new product which is not available, which nobody has done it right now. So let us say there is a smartwatch, and the smartwatch can tell you everything about your health, right? So there are smartwatches which are available. It tells you something about your health, but not all the things about your health. But if you develop some product that if you fix it onto your hand, and it will tell you everything about your health. So this is a new product. New services, if you're offering some services, or there is a process. Process means you have identified some new process of manufacturing. So let us take an example of 3D printing. So it is a new process of manufacturing. So initially, what people used to do, people used to make mold. Then using injection molding or using normal molding, they used to develop the plastic products. Or then if there was a metal work, then again molding or then again milling and machining process was used. But the complete process of manufacturing plastic items or for metallic items, the complete process has changed. So this is called as invention. So they came up with a new product which is a 3D printer, but it completely changed the process we manufacture. So there can be different ways of manufacturing. Now, since we are all electronics and computer engineers, we know that how these integrated circuits are manufactured using CMOS technology. Now, then people thought about how we can change, how we can optimize the process, how we can increase the speed, how, and for all those things, they came with another like FinFET or so there are means it is not only about the product, but there can also be a process invention where you manufacture, you design a process to manufacturing some product in a very innovative way, which can give you certain advantage over previous process. So the commercialization of invention is called as innovation. So what is innovation and what is invention? Invention is a creation of product, services, and process. And whenever you commercialize this invention, then it is called as innovation. So there are three types of innovation. There are product innovation, there are service innovation, and there are process innovations. So now again, innovations are again of two types, which we say incremental innovations and breakthrough innovation. So breakthrough innovation is disruption. So like manufacturing process to 3D printer. So it was a complete disruption in the process. Disruption in the process. Now you can think about your diesel or petrol car, and now we have an electric car. So complete disruption in the product is there, disruption in the process is there. So you can call this as a breakthrough innovations. And then incremental innovations are always happening, small delta modifications, like there is slightly increase in the speed, there is slightly increase in the capacity, fuel consumption, all those. So these are called as incremental innovations. So whenever you are starting your business, then these are the things we should always find out, that what innovative product, what innovative strategy that you are going to adopt in your business, and whether it is a small delta modification, incremental innovation, or it is a complete disruption in the process. So, so this is very much required whenever you are starting a new business, because there is no point in doing the same thing what others are doing. So if you do the same thing what others are doing, then you will also not be satisfied, and the previous person, the previous businessman will also not be satisfied. So that is why it is very much required that there should be some kind of novelty, some kind of innovation before into your product or services before you start any business. So now these are some of the examples of product innovations. Now you can see here, you can see uh, delta modifications as well, and you can see the complete disruption in the process as well. So initially we had those older telephones, and then we used to send letters to other persons. We used to use these Kodak, Canon cameras to take photographs, and all this complete disruption came through wireless communication. We started communicating wirelessly to everyone. So initially, if you want to call somebody, then you have to stand near the telephone, and you have to speak. You cannot walk and talk with somebody. So then somebody talked about, okay, why can't we walk and talk whenever you are using telephone? Then there was that hands-free came, what we used to call, I don't remember not now the name. So you can call this as walkie-talkie or something, and then you can move around. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear?
Yes, yes. You are audible, sir.
Audible? So then there were small mobile phones which were only able to call and which were only able to send the messages from Nokia, and came. So where we have came from the long run from last 20 years. So from small mobile phones to touch screen camera, 50 megapixel camera, WhatsApp, digital banking, everything, digital purchasing, everything can be done using this mobile phone. So you can see a product, how the product kept on improving. Small delta modifications also have happened in the product. At the same time, there was also disruption in the technology, from wired to wireless technology, from application wise. You can see so many application went on added to the mobile phones. Another product innovation you can see is this electric bulb. So maybe 200 years ago, when there was no electricity, we used to use this kerosene lamp for providing light in the night. And then when the electricity came, then the small bulb was invented that gave us light during the night time, or whenever there is a dark. And you know that this bulb used to consume a lot of energy. Then the quality of the light was also not good. Then there were tube lights. So how the product went on improving slowly. Then there were tube lights. Again, the tube light used to consume a lot of power. And then came the LED bulbs. So now these LED bulbs are providing you good quality light, good illuminations with very lesser power dissipation. Now you can see, not only you can use bulbs to just provide a light, but now these LEDs are also used for decorating purposes. So you can see how the product is innovated over the period of time. and how these companies are innovating, generating new products, finding out different ways to provide some better quality products to the customer, add value to the customer, at the same time generate revenue for themselves also. Another example of product innovation is this automobiles, four-wheelers. So again, 100, 200 years ago, we used to travel, people used to travel in bullock carts. Then somebody thought that the speed of bullock cart is very less, and then it takes a lot of time, and a lot of problems are there. So then they started they designed four-wheeler with diesel engine. Now then we have Maruti 800, then we have Swift, we have Wagoner, we have Ciaz, we have then SUVs, we have Mercedes. So see how the product, how these delta modifications are happening in the product, and you can see what features you get whenever you buy Maruti 800, and what features you get whenever you go for Mercedes or you go for Audi. And now again you can see now people are talking about driverless car, that now you don't need to drive the car, the car will drive itself. So see how the products are getting changed, the products are getting improved day by day. And therefore so these are examples. So whenever you want to start your own business, then definitely these are the things which you need to understand, so that will help you to develop your own products or develop your own services. Another is, you can say, another example of watch. So see, initially we had there were no watch, 100 200 years back there were no watches. Then you have to simply there was some another mechanism where you can find out the time through the position of the sun. Then there were mechanical watches. Then somebody thought that it shows us only time. Why can't it show what is the date today, which is the month today? So then this watch went on improving, adding some small features, and now you can see the smart watch where it not only tells you the time and the date, but it also tells you how much steps you have walked and what is your anything. You can see email, you can see messages using these smartwatches. So see how the products are getting innovated, how the products are getting developed. Then also in case of biomedical, if you want to test your sugar, so you have to take the blood, then you have to do some kind of small processing and then find out what is the sugar. Now you can use a handheld devices which can immediately tell you what is the sugar content in the blood, whether you need a insulin or you don't need the insulin. So these are different products that are available, and you can learn from these products that what problem they are solving and what value they are adding to the customer. So television, another set, when we had again 25, 30 years, 40 years back, we had these televisions which used to have a big screen, and now we have a flat screen, we have curved, we have ultra high definition television. So how these products are designed and how these products are getting innovated, features are being added. Now you can connect internet, you can watch YouTube, you can watch Netflix, and so many things. Now again we have a process innovation. Now process innovation, say this Amazon, Flipkart, Tata Click, Big Basket. So you will see somebody has thought that the way we used to purchase. So if you want to purchase television, you want to purchase refrigerator, you want to purchase mobile phone, then you need to go to the shop, then go and see what are the different models are available. Select the model whichever you like, pay, and then come home. and you only the things which are available in the shop, they you have to purchase. There was no choice. But now see this how the process has innovated. Now there is no need of going to the shop. You can go through Flipkart, you can go Amazon. You can at your comfort of your home, you can find out the product. You can read all the technical specifications. You can compare, and you can select what you want to buy. So now see this. Not only it is only about the bigger product, but it has come down to like your household, your groceries also. So big basket, and there there are so many Mintra and so many different marketplaces where different items are sold, and now the customer has become more powerful because customer has all the information with him, and he is well informed, and he knows what to buy and what not to buy. And now customer can also provide you with reviews, with feedbacks, and so the customer now decides whether your product will be sold in the market or your product will not be sold in the market. So if the customer is not satisfied, he will give you bad ratings, and if you get bad ratings, then your product will not be sold in the market. So see how the things are getting changed from product centric or service centric, company centric to now customer centric is happening. Now you see again money, we this Paytm, Phone Pay, ATM machines, QR codes, scan. So all this is changing the way we used to handle. We used to withdraw the money, pay it for something else. There was only one check system was there. If you want to pay bigger amount of money, you have to use check or you have to pay in cash. So now the banks were available only during working hours. So if you want to withdraw money, then it was not possible if you miss the working hours. So now see ATM machine came, complete disruption in the process came. Somebody design ATM machine. Now you can go to ATM machine, withdraw money at any time. There is no need that it should be only during office hours 10 to 5. And now there is no need of going to ATM machine also. You can pay, you can transfer money using Paytm, Phone Pay, Bharat Pay, etc., etc., etc. So lot of innovations are happening in different areas, and how this technology is leveraged so that it adds value to the customer. So the most important point is that it is adding value to the customer. So Zomato, Swiggy, service, now you see you have to go to restaurant, you have to drive your whatever two-wheeler, four-wheeler, go to the restaurant, order the food, sit there, have your food, and then go home. So now you can sit at home at a comfort. You can order, and the Zomato, Swiggy will deliver your food within half an hour. So see how people are innovating through different areas. Ola, Uber, now taxi services. Now, if you now you don't need to buy four-wheeler. Now the situation is such a way that automobile industries are unable to understand whether people will buy four-wheeler or not, because such four-wheelers are available at your services just at the click of your phone. So how people are thinking about providing some innovative strategies to their customers, to their client, and in the process, everybody is getting benefited. Oyo, Apple. So now why I have used Apple icon here is because this Apple are very good organization that provides a best service across the world. So if you go to this Apple store and if you have any problems, then the way they handle their customers is very excellent. So it is not only about services, but it is also about How you handle the customer? If the product is defective, what you do? If the product needs repairing, what you do? So all these things are handled very nicely by different industries all over the world. So we need to we need to understand these concepts of product innovation, service innovation, process innovation. We need to understand disruption. We need to understand delta modifications. We need to understand what value we are going to add to the customer through our businesses, because the future of business will depend upon this. So now, knowing all these things, let us talk about the different challenges that will be the entrepreneur has to face whenever just he decides to start the business. So let from this, let us take a small example also with this. So if anybody have any questions till now, you can ask me, or we'll go ahead. So any student want to ask some questions here, or anybody who has decided to become an entrepreneur? So let us see the challenges, different challenges that the entrepreneur has to face uh, in his journey. So the most and the first and the most important is the problem identification. So it is very much necessary to identify the problem that the customer is facing. So if the identification of the problem is very correct, then there is a lot of opportunity that your business will become, your business will grow from 0 to 100 crore, 1000 crore, or 10,000 crore. So the problem may be there can be a product that can be designed, or the service that can be provided to the customer, or there can be some innovation in the some kind of process, maybe manufacturing process or delivery process or marketing process or sales process or whatever it may be. So identification of the problem is very important. So this is very important. Now, let us say, now once your problem has been identified, now what is important in your problem is that whether it is a pain point problem, or a burning problem. So what do you mean by burning problem is that so what do you mean by burning problem or pain problem is that what do you mean by this is, let us take an example of remdesivir. You know the medicine remdesivir. So whenever you had a COVID or it was a serious COVID, then you need a remdesivir. Now you need means you need that remdesivir. So there is no other option for that. So you need it. So that is called as pain point. So if your product is addressing this kind of pain point problem, then you have the very best problem to solve, because the customer needs it at any cost. Definitely, there is a not at any cost, but you can identify the selling price for that. So if it is a pain point problem, it is near pain point problem, or average pain point problem, or away from the pain point problem. So now So now there are a lot of pain points now. Definitely, you need medicine. That is the biggest pain point problem. But now you also need you also need a mobile phone. That is also a pain point problem. You need a laptop. You need a smartwatch. So there are so many products are there. But definitely, whenever you are selecting your product or whenever you are selecting your services or a process, the most important is that whether the customer badly needs it or customer, if you don't have, doesn't matter. The customer say, okay, if I don't have, it is okay. So this should not happen. Then once your problem is identified or your service is identified, you know that your problem is very good. Now you need to find out how many customers are there, how many customers will be able to pay, whether which set of customers you are addressing, whether it is let us say gender, whether it is the product or services for ladies or it is for the gentlemen, whether it is for the children or it is for the adults or it is for the senior citizens. So then how many customers, whether it is for middle class, for higher middle class, lower middle class. So you need to find out that who are your customers, and then what is your business model. So how you are going to manufacturing this, what is your manufacturing cost, how are you going to sell it into the market, what is going to be your selling cost, how much profit you are going to make. So before starting a business, the most important point are these four challenges before you start the business. So problem identification, customer segmentation, your problem, whether it is a pain point problem, and how you are going to solve this problem, how you are going to manufacture, sales, what is the cost involved, revenue involved into this. So, so doing this study before starting a business is very important. The next important task is team building. So team building is also very important because as you know that let us take an example of a let us say any cricket team, let us say Mumbai Indians or any other team, Chennai Super Kings. So you know in any cricket team, you can't have only 11 batsmen, or you can't have only 11 bowlers, or you can't have only 11 wicket keepers. So you need batsmen, you need fielders, you need bowlers, you need wicket keeper. So everyone is required to become a successful or to win the matches for their team. So similarly, whenever you have a business, then the team is very important. So either the team, mostly it is preferred that the founders, the those who are starting the business, the founders should be one of them should be technically sound, one of them should be an administrative guy, one of them should be a sales marketing guy, one of them should be a finance guy. So that gives you edge in all the different verticals in your business. So the technical person will actually solve the problem, whatever product you want to develop or whatever hardware or a software that has to be built up. So he will look after this. The administrator guy will look after the day-to-day administration, compliances, well, let us say finance also as well. The sales and the marketing guy goes out of the office, talks to the customers, gets feedback from the customers, does the sales for the company. So this team is required, and mostly it is seen that whenever you don't have a team and whenever everything falls onto one shoulder, then it becomes very difficult for the business to run, because you can always hire an employee, no doubt about that. You can have your employee. Now there are also different options like employee stock options are there. Yeah, you can make you can make employees partners in your companies, so that the iteration rate is less, the employee don't leave their job for whatever reason. So the point that I want to make here is that you need a team. So only one person or only having expertise in one area you are expert only in writing code and you are not expert in hardware, or you are only expert in hardware and you don't know sales and marketing, then there is a likely chance that your business will not grow, and it has to you have to stop somewhere, you have to shut down somewhere. So therefore, you need a team, and building this team is a really challenging task. So the first thing that we have seen is you need to have a proper problem identification. You need a customer segmentation, and the third one is that you should have a good team. So the combination of this will definitely make you grow and come out with a great product or great services. Then another important thing is your finance. So now you have a problem, you have everything, but you need money for this. And therefore, now how you can get finance is you can ask from your family and friends. You can ask your father, you can ask your brother, you can ask your sister to fund your company, you can ask your friends to fund your company. Then, if you are incubated, there are a lot of incubation facilities are available all over the India. That they will give you seed funds. That seed funds you can use it for designing, for prototyping your services or prototyping your products. Then once you have done this, then you can raise money through angel investors. You can raise money through venture capitalists. Then there are banks are available for giving you loans, bank, NBFCs. And finally, whenever you have grown a large and whenever you want to do it very, very big, then you can go for public limited. You can have your own IPO. So finance is also very important, and these are the different stages where you can generate some money, and obviously you will be also generating your money from the sales that you will be making in your business. So these are few things that are required. These are the few challenges that are needed that are need to be addressed before starting any business. And then most important, and is this is where the 90% of the companies fail, is execution. So there can be a goals. You have everybody has goal in their life. Like let us say now you are student, you want to clear all your subject with 10 CGPA. You want to crack GATE. You want to crack uh, whatever you want to crack, CAT exam, TOEFL, etc., etc. So, but only having a goal is not important. You need to have a execution plan for it, and you have to adhere to that plan. And so I can have a goal. I want to become a president of India, but only I want to become a president of India doesn't mean anything. I need to have an execution plan, how I will become the president. Or if somebody wants to crack GATE examination, he wants to rank among first 5 or first 10 rankers, then he need to have an execution plan for that. So first of all, he need an objective. So in case of whenever we are talking about entrepreneurship, so we are talking about what objective, that is his problem identification, what product he want to develop, what services he want to develop. Now, so then how and what is the planning? How much time it will take? So that he has to see that I will develop up to uh, 50% of my product will be developed in 6 months, then 80% will be developed in 9 months, 100% will be developed in 1 year. We'll take 3 months for testing, then all those things. Then time management. So definitely you will be working from 10 to 5 or somewhere 10 to 10. So then you know that whenever you want to develop product, you want to do entrepreneurship. So then it is not a office time job, or then weekends and Saturdays and Sundays. So this not happen. So resource management, what are the resources that are required? What are the instruments that are required? Obviously, all the instrument cannot be purchased. You have to avail services from institutions, from another organization. You need to do testing, you need to launch your product or services. After launching your product and services, you need to find out whether customers are satisfied, not satisfied, whether your product or your service is able to make uh, is able to satisfy, whether or there are some problems with it. There are some errors whenever you are executing a program. So all these things you have to check before launching your product, or you have to launch the product and take the feedback from the customers. So execution is the key, because only goal setting is not going to do anything. Goal setting is actually nothing. Execution, implementation, planning, management, time management, finance management, resource management is the most important whenever you are into entrepreneurship. So these are the few challenges that are very much important. First one is your problem identification, customer segmentation, your business model, your team. You need all technical, administrator, sales, finance guy in your team, so that you are successful and you are successful within time. Then you need to manage your finance. You can ask for money from your family, friends. You can take money from incubation centers in the form of seed funds. Later on, you can raise your money from angel investor, venture capitalists. You can avail loans from banks, NBFCs, and finally, you can make it big through IPO. Execution is the key. Only having a goal, only I want to develop this product, I want to develop this software is not going to help you. You need a complete objectives, you need a methodology, you need an execution plan, and you need to execute it properly. So that is very much important. Whenever your product is ready, prototype, your service is ready, prototype verified, you need to show it to the customer, take it to the customer, ask the customer whether he is satisfied, he is not satisfied, what are the issues, what are the features that are not required for the customer, what are the features that are required but those are absent in the product. So all this feedback you have to take, and then finally launch your product. So these are the challenges that are very important whenever you want to build your business. So finally, to summarize, so what is entrepreneurship? Is a synergetic combination to create value for customer. So it is a combination of all the management guys, finance, money, time, resource, everything. And for what we are going to do is to create some value for the customer. So the customer should be satisfied, the customer should be happy, the customer should be ready to pay, and the customer should also advocate your product so that you can generate more revenue for yourself. And for that you require invention, innovation. And the most important point is that your product, your service should be scalable, should be repeatable, should be reliable, and should be profitable. So if it is not scalable, you are not going to make money, you are not going to make large money out of it. If it is not repeatable, again, there is a problem, because your manufacturing cost will be very high. If it is reliable, if it is not reliable, then forget about it. And if it is not profitable, then there is a problem. So it should be profitable. There you need to have a proper management, administration, sales, finance, and you need to manage your resources very well. So the short summary is that if you have all this, then you will create wealth in the process for all. Wealth for all means the wealth for the founders, the wealth for your primary customers, that is your customers who are buying your product, the wealth for your secondary customers are your employees, so you can pay them good salaries, you can give them some good different opportunities like traveling, etc., etc. So in the process, everybody is happy, everybody is wealthy, then you are successful. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Parul sir?
Yes, sir. So, participants, if you have any question, you can ask. So, I think, sir, no questions are there.
Okay.
So, thank you, Dr. Amul Murankar, sir, for such a informative and motivating session.
Thank you, Parul sir, and thank you all the organization committee for inviting me for the lecture.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
If
everyone,
any
and thank
feedback
you,
is there,
participants.
yes, sir. If any feedback is there from the participant, I will let you know, sir.
Yeah,
So,
please, if there is any, you will be taking feedback, please share with me also.
yes, 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 sure, sir. And if any questions are there later on, I will
Yes.
also mail to you, sir.
Yes.
Uh,
So
so,
even Parul sir, if there are any student who want to become an entrepreneur, you can ask them. They can call me or they can mail me so that if some small guidance, if I can give it to them, will be very nice.
yes, sir. Okay, fine, sir. Fine, sir. Okay, so
Thank
thank
you
you
very
once.
much.
Okay, sir. Thank you once again, sir. Now I am closing this. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.